You're listening to Short Inspirations from Ralph. Why is there so much pain and suffering in the world? Part 6. Is the devil for real? So this search for truth about the devil is not to prove that there's evil in the universe. There's plenty of depravity bound up in the actions of people, all of us, without having to refer to some sort of spiritual force to prove it. Yet the Bible clearly says that evil extends beyond humans. The Bible has almost 90 verses that clearly identify the devil as an entity by the name of the devil or Satan or Lucifer, the evil one, whose only aim is to take people away from God and destroy them. So you'll find the origins of the devil, Satan, in books like Isaiah and Ezekiel and Revelation. You'll also see his first appearance was in the Garden of Eden, when he put doubt into Eve's mind about the authenticity of what God had said. He was called the serpent because Adam and Eve hearkened to him or listened to him. He became their master rather than God. And that's when evil came into the world. And then thousands of years later, you see him in the wilderness when Jesus was there in a weakened state, and the devil tried to tempt him, tried to offer him stuff if he would just bow down to him. In 2 Corinthians, Paul calls him the god of this world, who has blinded the minds of unbelievers to keep them from seeing the light of the gospel of the glory of Christ, who is the image of God. And elsewhere it says, no wonder, for even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. Which means you won't have the typical cartoon character of the devil with horns and he's red and he's got a pitchfork. What it means is the devil or Satan can appear to you or anyone as a wonderful being, something enticing, something incredibly inviting. Some of the other writers of the New Testament have very interesting insights into what this devil is like. Peter says in 1 Peter 5, 8-9, be sober-minded, be watchful. Your adversary, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion, seeking someone to devour. Resist him, firm in your faith, knowing that the same kinds of suffering are being experienced by your brotherhood throughout the world. And so the devil, of course, can be a personal entity that disturbs people, even possesses them. But really, the biggest issue is that the devil and his hordes are global. And there are demonic global forces that are bent on destroying all of creation. Look at this, Ephesians 6:12. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. John in 1 John 5:19 says this, we know that we are from God, and the whole world lies in the power of the evil one. And this is the explanation as to why there is so much pain and suffering, that we have this deceiver, this father of lies, he's called, who is the evil conductor of the orchestra of darkness over this world. And so he is intent on destroying everything that God has created. I have a very close friend who was a priest in an Eastern religion, who now lives in New Zealand, who got baptized as a Christian. But what he said was really interesting about what was going on in the spiritual realm over his life. He actually said the nightmares are starting to go away and the darkness is receding. And recently I asked him more about that. What did he mean? And he said that he had very vivid and very real dreams of demonic powers coming to get him. And one such dream, he said that there were like raging bulls coming towards him with horns. And he said their eyes were demonized and they were coming to kill him. But then he said Jesus stood up, put his hand towards these raging bulls, slew them, and then he turned round and put his hand on this man's head. And he'll never forget that. And actually, if this podcast seems scary to you, then know that this enemy, this devil, is absolutely petrified concerning the name of Jesus and will flee. It says in James 4:7, submit yourselves therefore to God, resist the devil and he will flee from you. And resisting means to call upon the name of Jesus if you get into a struggle or battle with the evil one. God bless you.